Hey guys, welcome back. So it's not quite fall here yet, but I've been in the mood to make this recipe for a few weeks now, and that is for my country style chicken and dumplings. So let's go over all of the ingredients and get started. Okay guys, for starters you're going to need about 6 cups of chicken broth. I've got that in a pot simmering on the stove. You're also going to need just a little bit of that chicken broth. Just put it in a little cup. I've got about 3/4 of a cup here just sitting to the side. You're also going to need some chicken. Now I've got about 3 chicken breasts here that I just boiled in a little bit of water, let it cool, and then shredded it up. You can also do rotisserie chicken, that is completely fine. You're going to need some cornstarch, some buttermilk. In here I've got 3 cups of cream and 1 cup of milk. You can do all cream, you can do all milk if that's what you prefer. This is just what we're used to, so that's what we're going to use. I've also got 3 tablespoons of butter and 3 tablespoons of Crisco. I've got some baking powder, salt, pepper, flour, and some more salt and pepper for seasoning the soup itself. So yeah, we're going to get started on the dumplings, and then we'll move on over to the stove and get it going. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and added my Crisco to my flour. I'm also going to add in my baking powder, salt, and pepper. And then we're just going to mix this together until it's kind of crumbly. And that Crisco is well mixed into that flour. You can use 2 forks, you can use a pastry cutter, you can use your hands, whatever you like to do, that's fine. Okay. And now I've got about 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk here. You just want to add just enough to incorporate into the flour to make kind of a wet-ish batter. We're not making biscuits today, but it's kind of the same technique. Now when you mix this batter up, you don't want to over mix it. Just mix it until it comes together. Like I said, it's going to be a slightly wet batter, but that's fine. It's going to sit here and relax while we work on the chicken portion of the soup. So let's move on over to the stove and get that started. Okay guys, so I've got my chicken broth here over medium-low heat, and it's just simmering. And we're going to go ahead and add in our butter to the pan here and let that start melting. And we're also going to add in our cream right into the pan. Okay. We're going to give this a little mix. And then we're going to add in our chicken, just a little bit at a time so it doesn't splash. And you don't want this to boil because you don't want the cream to separate. So just keep it at a low heat and just let it simmer. We're going to cook this for about 5 minutes or so, about 5 to 10 minutes, just to heat that chicken back through. We're going to add a little bit of salt. You can add as much or as little as you want to taste. It's up to you. give this a little mix. And we're just going to let this cook for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll meet you right back here. Okay guys, so this has been cooking for about 5 minutes or so, and it's just now up to a simmer. And now all you're going to do is take a little bit of your dough, and I don't know, about that much, and just plop it down into your soup. Try to keep them about the same size, so you don't have any like raw bits when you go to eat it. These are going to cook for about 5 minutes or so after you get them all in here, and then just keep doing this until you've used up all of your dough. And if your temperature on your soup gets too high where it starts to boil, just cut your heat down. And I am going to go ahead and finish all of this up, and then I'll meet you right back here after it's done. Now remember, when you get all these in here, you're going to cook these for about 5 to 10 minutes just to make sure all of this dough is completely cooked through. Okay, so I'm adding in the last bit of my dough, and I'm going to give it another stir. Make sure all of that is into the soup here. Now we're just going to let this cook for about 5 minutes, just to cook all of this dough completely through, and then we will thicken it up with our cornstarch and our broth mixture. Okay guys, it's been about 5 minutes and my dumplings have cooked completely through. I've also added my cornstarch to my reserved broth. Just going to give that a little stir. Add that right into the soup. And go ahead and give this little mix, and it's going to thicken up. It might take it in a minute or two, but it will get there. It's thickening up already. It smells good. I think I'm going to add a little bit more pepper. I like those little specks of pepper in there. I think it's so pretty. And at this point, you can go ahead and add some more salt. I've gone ahead and tasted it. It tastes fine. It's really, really delicious. So, at this point, you're done. You can just cook this and you can let it thicken up a little bit more. This is how we like it. So I think I'm just going to leave it here. And I think we're good to go. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And if you want this recipe or any of my other recipes, visit my website. It's linked down in the description box below. You can also find it in the comment section. It's always pinned there. So yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go enjoy dinner. I'll see you guys in the next one.